What's going on, guys? This is Showtime checking in. Starting a new game today. It's called Vagrant Story. Ignore the TM at the top there, top right there, because that's not part of it. But anyways, this is obviously a game made by Squaresoft. They love changing their name, don't they? You can see it was copyrighted 2000. Originally they were Squaresoft. Then they went. I guess they decided to just go with Square, and once the Millennium hit, which I actually remember that now that I see this, and then now there's Square Enix, which for fun people call them Squeenix. So, but this game is Vagrant Story. This is a really great game. I downloaded it on my PS3 again, so I can do this. But as a kid, I used to own it on disc. I think actually, to be honest, I think I still own it on disc, but I think it's like all scratched up and it doesn't work anymore. So, just paid $6 so I can get this digital copy, so that way I won't have to worry about it like crapping out on me when I'm playing it. But this is a game similar to Parasite Eve. It was made afterwards, but this is more like Dungeons in Dragon-esque type, like more Final Fantasy RPG style. It's very reminiscent of Final Fantasy Tactics, at least for the style of the game. So you can expect, like, think of it like Final Fantasy Tactics marries Parasite Eve, and you get this game. So, as a baby. So very cool game. I don't know if I'm going to get to the end because this is a very complicated game. It's very hard. So I'm going to keep playing it until I can't take it anymore. I have not beaten this game before, but I have gotten pretty far as a kid. So now that I'm older, let's see if I can get through the game. But there's no guarantees I'm going to finish this. There's very cool art style with this game, which you could expect no less from Squaresoft or Square Enix. Have you found Sydney? And this is the typical circle X. Circle is okay, and X is cancel situation, triangle menu, so it's very traditional Square type game. Not yet, sir. And it's comic book style, you can see, as far as the cutscenes. So pretty cool stuff. Put out the fires, or we'll lose the manor, and all will be for naught. I haven't played this game in years, by the way, so I'm revisiting this for the first time in years. So I'm it's almost might as well be blind. Split the knights into two groups, one to douse the blaze, the other to exterminate the traitors. Right away, sir. See, like, that's really good graphics for the time. Like, look at how detailed that is. Where are you, Sydney? So this opening cinematic is, yes, just that. It's very cinematic. Yeah, I mean, and you'll notice a running theme with... Speaking of running, you'll notice a running theme with these kind of games that I'm playing on my channels. A lot of them are PlayStation era. I know I mentioned that probably at all of my playthroughs, but that's just how it goes. I honestly feel like this was the golden age of video games, and it just so happened to be PlayStation. These were the games at the time. This is the golden age of video games, in my opinion. Around between the years like 1995 and like 2005, I think that decade. Show them who they're dealing with. It's like a Han Solo type. Torch the chambers and kill the hostages. Aye. Very brutal game. Very mature. A lot of death. Very cool art style, character design, etc. With like a Parasite Eve gameplay. So it's really cool. So, we've no time. Let's finish this before the blades arrive. Right, let's do it quick and get out of here. Dude, you didn't even do anything. Who goes there? Background creators. Yuki Sano, Rino Sasaki. There's 2 Sasakis on there, I think. So a couple banditos. We'll take care of them with our trusty sword. Here we go. And I don't know where this takes place. I want to say, like, I think this takes place in our world, to be honest. But, like, it may not. But you could just... So, anyways, I'll talk to the system here real quick so you can see, like, how it's similar to Parasite Eve. Like, instantly, here's your box, like, your hit box. Head, left arm, right arm. You can hit parts of the body. And if you see on the bottom, you have, like, the right arm shows their HP on those, you know, like 52, 54, 46. I don't know what the percentage is. But the top left, you have your HP. My risk is 0. I don't know what that means anymore because it's been so long since I played it. MP, obviously, magic points shows them in battle mode in the top right. The bottom shows my target. Single EGD / physical / human. Not entirely sure of what those represent at this point, but common sense tells me to aim for the head. So I killed him. On the bottom left-hand side, you can see that my character sprite. So I can go into a menu. I can equip stuff, set up items. I can check my status. I can see the status on my arms. Okay. So when I look at the bottom left, I could just say I notice that when it's blue, that means that I'm in the best condition possible for that area. Now my arms are in good status. So judging off of what the enemy's doing to me, he seems like he's focusing on my arms right now. So I'm guessing what that means is that you can probably disable the enemy. So since he has the weapon in his right arm, I'm going to hit his right arm. Because maybe I can disable his right arm so he can't use his weapon. And there does not appear to be a time system here. Like we could just I could just go back and forth with him. So very interesting battle system. It gets very complex, the weapons, and that's why it gets really hard because I think a lot of people need some sort of strategy guide to be able to get through this. So now we're going into a castle. Like I was saying before, I don't know, is this... It feels like it's in Italy or some part of Europe. It just feels that way. But also the same... Well, have you found it? It's no use. There's nothing like that here anywhere. Keep looking, damn you. Can I press circle here, or does it just automatically go? Now I gotta press circle. I'm telling you, Sydney. The nights are nearly upon us. Stop your whimpering. You'd come this far only to leave empty-handed? Now search. I don't remember if the original game had more than one disc. Squaresoft at the time was very prone to have multiple discs because look at this. They couldn't. Yeah, they were very infamous for having multiple discs for all their games. Because, I mean, look at this. For a PlayStation game, I don't know if you could fit all this on one disc. This is a lot of memory to be running at once for the PlayStation. Does the damn thing even exist? And then we got this skinny-ass white dude here. Little pretty boy guy. You doubt me, Hardin? You doubt my power? Forgive me, I did not intend. But Sydney, any longer and there will be no escape for us. Is he Australian? Did he hail from Australia? Fine then, bring the boy, come with me. How did that guy get into that position? I could probably snap him in half. All I gotta do is just put my bare hands on his torso and just squeeze and... Don't move, Sydney. I have a bowgun aimed at your heart. You know, if you shot it right now, this whole game would end right now. Now turn around slowly. So why does he want to keep him alive? That's the question. You're no knight, are you? Bind your legs with that rope. Ah, a risk breaker. A royal guard dog. Did you not hear me? Bind yourself now. This is an unfortunate turn of events. Hold it! Oh, he did shoot. He does shoot him. I forgot. Takumurata. I don't know why I have a Spanish accent with this, or Spanish, Italian, whatever. No disrespect. It's no disrespect. I just like doing that voice. Sydney. I'm the one that you want. What are you doing alive? This is a common trope amongst many movie productions, video games, where, you know, they always come back to life. Go quickly, go to Liamande. So, well, that explains my curiosity as to how this guy... Stop! This guy here, Sydney, is in the position he's in, with as minuscule as his figure is his physical appearance. What's going on? You were most certainly dead. So, leave the back from the grave stuff to the fairy tales. Very awesome game. It's funny, what inspired me to do this game was I was watching some other Let's Players playing Parasite Eve, because after I did mine, just because I wanted to see theirs, and they were talking about Vagrant Story. You've given me quite a scratch. And I was just like, holy shit, I fucking love that game. I haven't played it in years. I'm doing a YouTube show now. What the fuck, why not? Show a little more respect for Fairy Tales Riskbreaker. The dog. Shit. Plus, it's like one of those games that, like, not too many people know about. And that's part of what I'm doing on my channel here, is I want to expose the gamers of the new generation to all this cool-ass shit that I had growing up. And to my understanding, a lot of gamers out there of this new generation are looking at these to find that what games to play of the old days. I've heard they're even going into Atari. My apologies. I have no time to toy with you, because these games are timeless. It's like music. Games are timeless, just like music is, which could also be another theory as to why I feel that a lot of musicians enjoy video games, and vice versa. There is a strong correlation in music and video games. In regards to, I think, talent and patterns, like, you know, technical knowledge, music. Oh shit, that's right, there's no time system in this. Do I have any way to heal? I don't know. Well, I guess I can only hit the leg for now, so let's hit the leg. So I hit 20. I should probably figure out if I have a way of healing before I go any further. Weapons, the Fandango. So that's of Spanish descent, right? Fandango? I might be ignorant, but I'm just going off. Oh, okay. So, I didn't even notice that. On the top left side, you can go left and right. It shows you the things. So miscellaneous is where I want to go. So, roots of herb that restores strength, restores 50 HP, and I have 10 of them. Okay, so it looks like I don't have to worry about it. Lowers risk by 20. I don't know what risk means. It drizzles tears, extractive drizzle don't heal status abnormalities. Paralysis, cures poison, and cures numbness. Head. Oh shit. So I have yet... At least in this... Oh, shit. At least in this playthrough, figure out strategy. My mind right now... Damn. Okay, I better heal. My mind right now is just like trying to come up with strategy, but failing miserably. Alright, fuck it. I'm doing terrible. I need to just focus on attacking him right now. I'm just gonna go for his neck this time. Oh, that definitely hit harder. So can I, what if I... Yes, I would rather get hit by that. Let's try the body. Nope, so the neck seems to be the weak point. Well, that's the end of that battle, I think. Begone, me dragon! So for that dragon, size of that dragon, he's pretty weak. In all honesty. Holy shit. I always love this dude's hair. It's so cool. Welcome to a game with an amazing art style. Just beautiful. Aesthetic. Aesthetically pleasing. Entrancing and like so ancient at the same time. It's like old school PS graphics. Man, who would have thought that PlayStation graphics can get like this? You know? So what's cool is this is just the introduction, which I can actually skip all of this and go right into the game. If I were to press start right now, I wouldn't have even had to do that battle. Which is crazy. Leomonde. Leomonde, is that a real place? I'm gonna have to research this. So obviously this is the prologue. And we have title. Are we gonna have title? I think we're gonna have title. No? There it is. Vagrant Story. So what an awesome introduction to the game. The body is but a vessel for the soul, a puppet which bends to the soul's tyranny. And lo, the body is not eternal, for it must feed on the flesh of others, lest it return to the dust whence it came. Therefore must the soul deceive, despise, and murder men. A.J. Durai. So that's a quote on corruption, I'm assuming. The nature of corruption, which this game is centered around, is those three things: deceit, despisement, and murder. Is despisement a word? I don't know. So the knights who came were not the king's men, but the cardinals? Knights of the Cross, led by Guildenstern, my lord. Duke Bardorba's secondary residence, Grey Lands, almost 6 a.m. The Crimson Blades, in direct service to the cardinal. Guildenstern led his men toward Leomonde in pursuit of Sydney. I see. Send one of your men in the armor of these holy knights. Set fire to the manor. Fire, my liege? The fool Sydney used his wyvern. We can't have witnesses telling the world now, can we? But the hostages, your family. Irrelevant. Burn it. Burn it to the ground. What of Parliament? Oh, what of Parliament? The VKP, aka Valendian Knights of the Peace, have formed a squad to deal with the felons. The risk breakers, those meddling fools. Your will, my lord? Leomonde is yours. Let no one out of the town. You can deal with Sydney and the Blades there. In Parliament? I'll deal with those watchdogs. They won't trouble you further. And the young Lord Joshua? Such amazing graphics for PlayStation. He is my light, my soul, if aught should befall him. As you wish, my lord. So if you guys notice, this is very... Doesn't it have like a Final Fantasy Tactics feel to it? Totally does. Like, look at that art style. That's Final Fantasy Tactics, the music. I wouldn't be surprised if this took place in the same, even as I read, sorry, I didn't read that. I wouldn't be surprised if this actually took place in the same land as Final Fantasy Tactics. And actually, now that I think about it, there's a strong possibility that it does. I think there may have been a thing about it saying that it does take place. Liamonde is an old town with a history of over 2,000 years. Its walls have seen many battles. They are stronger than the mightiest forts of Valendia. And as the sun wheels through the sky, the beauty of their shifting color surpasses that of any palace. The grand cathedral that towers over the town center is a symbol of Liamonde's indomitable spirit, and is the holy ground of the devout Iokas priesthood. At its height, Liamonde was a thriving community more than 5,000 people strong. 25 years ago, a great earthquake brought that chapter in Liamonde's history to a close. Liamonde. So I think I'm actually going to do some research on this in a minute. It's quite possible that this takes place in the same Valencia? No, that's a real place, I think. Well, forget what the name of it is. I know Final Fantasy. Ooh, look at that booty. There's always booties. The two sentinels are dead, murdered. That should be a girl's voice, right? This is the only way in? There's a great crevice preventing entry above ground. And from the sea? Nay, sunken reefs that rose during the earthquake form a gauntlet of whirlpools. Too dangerous. You do know we sent agents in thinking those ruins were the Mellencamp base. Not one returned. Not an account of the whirlpools, I'd wager. Surely it was men who killed them. How was it down there? Come down and see for yourself. So we're going to go into that city. According to the survivors, our comrade Agent Wright headed out for Liamonde before noon. Of course, the reports are vague, and we cannot deny the possibility of inaccuracies. Yet, given that there's only one path to infiltrate Liamonde, this office believes the reports to be valid. So, yep. So now we're going into the actual main game. What's this? That's what I'm here to find out. It does seem well fortified for a wine cellar. Oh, Liamonde's wineries once vied with the best of Valendia. Since they went out of production, the remaining vintages sell for a premium. Supply and demand, baby. Economic principles. If I find any, consider them yours. You plan to go alone? An agent with no combat experience would just be a liability. Tell me what you know about Mellencamp and this Sydney fellow. Sydney? Losterat, leader of the religious cult Mellencamp? His real name and age are unknown. One of many self-styled prophets of the apocalypse. So why would a cult missionary commit such a crime? I do not know what the Cardinal thinks, but the VKP believes he is no prophet. Indeed, he is in dark alliance with Duke Bardorba, who controls Parliament from behind the scenes. That the cult is but a front. Perhaps this incident is a sign of some falling out between the two? Or merely another of the Cardinal's witch hunts? There are many would-be prophets in the land these days, but Sydney is different. His prophecies ring true, and those enraptured by the way he hums revelations as though they were simple ballads. So that was the guy that we shot in the heart, but he didn't die. I'll say the same. He is a miracle. In any case, he has a strange power. He can guess the past of those he meets. He can even read hearts. They say his charisma is such that his followers offer both body and soul to him. Sounds like you're quite taken with him yourself. Agent Wright. If I do not return by the morrow's eve, inform headquarters, won't you? I love this. I can use my English accents with these, because I don't know. I just feel like they would be speaking in English accents because of it seems like the Middle Age era, or Renaissance, the Renaissance era. Now I'm not a history buff, so I could be wrong on that. So, but like, oh, look at that little smirk. We sent men to monitor the abandoned mine shaft that leads to Leomonde. All were found dead. At the entrance, other bodies were found. 2 Knights of the Cardinal's Crimson Blades. Our men were murdered with swords, but the knights' wounds show they died by their own hands. At present, we have taken the bodies into our custody, and our specialists are continuing the examination. Excerpt from Greylands, Incident Investigation Report, Section 3.14. So now it starts. Vintage wine. No live burials today, thanks. A strange power, indeed. Alright, so now the real game starts. That's the perfect time to end the episode, guys. We'll go ahead and start the game in a minute here. Alright, guys, I will talk to you. Hey guys, Showtime here. Thank you so much for checking out my videos here on the Video Game Sjo. Please remember to always like my videos, and if you have any input or anything at all you feel like sharing, please leave a comment below. Last but not least, please subscribe to my channel to receive updates and simply know whenever I post a new video. Showtime checking out.